one then, and number one now.
You're listening to Heffron and Reep. Heffron and Reep. Rated #1 podcast by the World Podcasting Federation and the Podcast Ranking Association. No, for real. It says it right here.
All right. Hey, everybody. It's Monday, July 25th, 2022. And you know what that means. It's an all-new live Heffron and Reep show coming at you. That's right. It's Monday night, hour of power. Maybe some of you are new to this, and you're like, well, what the hell is a Heffron and Reep? Number one, how dare you? Number two, I'm Jon Reep. I'm half of it. The other half is John Heffron. Both of us won Last Comic Standing. We're both road dogs, journeymen. And we love the 1980s, baby. No politics, no pandemics, no Putins, just pure pleasure, baby. Maybe some promo codes and all kinds of weird stuff. Today we have two amazing guests, and it's going to be a surprise from my buddy John Heffron. He ain't in here yet, but I'm going to pop him in here in a minute. And we're going to surprise him with two guests, and he knows who they are. And there might be some history involved. This is going to be a great episode. You're going to want to watch this. I like to ambush my partner here with this. So stick around for that. Let me plug some tour dates real quick. July 30th, right here in Hickory, North Carolina, I'm doing a show. It's a movie night, outdoor movie night at the Hum. We're going to watch Cannonball Run. We're going to drink beer. I'll have the microphone and the remote, and I'll comment on it. There's going to be some giveaways and prizes, and we're just going to have a good time, good barbecue, good food, good beer, and a hilarious old school movie that I'm sure is not politically correct at all. It probably didn't age well. So come watch that with me. On the 30th, right here in Hickory. August the 5th, Sharpsburg, Kentucky at the Barnyard with Larry the Cable Guy. August 19th, Bristol, Tennessee at the Paramount, me and Reno Collier. August the 20th, Alpharetta, Georgia, that's next to Atlanta, at the Green at the Crabtree Market. That's going to be interesting. August 26th through 27th, Fort Worth, Texas at Hyenas. Gingers get in free. I'm working on that for real. For more tour dates, not just mine, you can see John Heffron's tour dates at heffronandreep.com. There's merchandise there. We have a Patreon page. We'd love for you to get on that Patreon page, become a supporter, so I can give you a shout-out like these supporters: Brenda Sachs, Steve Dean, Joey Ellis, Shane Flint, Bob Haynes, Rick Sanford III. Shout-out. Love you. So, yeah, if you got no money and you want to help us out, you can write us a nice review on Apple Podcast, and I'll read it for you on the show, give you a shout-out. We have 0 new ones, so I'm going to read one from a long time ago. Big fan by L.S. Vancouver. I saw both of them on Last Comic Standing. They both made me laugh so hard. I'm still a fan after all these years. Everyone who needs a laugh and a smile and who grew up in the 70s and 80s should listen to the show. Thank you, L.S. Vancouver. I got comments from last week, but I don't know if I'm going to have time to read them. Maybe we'll get to them. But I say we bring in my buddy, my pal, my amigo, the other half of Heffron and Reep, Mr. John Heffron. Please join the show. There he is, everybody.
It's like you read the book, but you know what's going to happen. That's what's just crazy about this.
John Heffron, how are you, man? That's this new book, everybody. You got to get this book.
Grandma makes blueberry pancakes. Big news. Just announced tonight. I have the hiccups, and I've had them for 4 days. I am uploading a brand new children's book. We are up to about one every 3 weeks.
Oh, congrats, buddy.
So that, and also this weekend, this is going to be annoying, and I'm going to try to talk through it. This weekend, I am in somewhere in St. Louis. I'm confused at where I'm actually performing. Someplace in St. Louis has a funny bone.
John, this bugs the crap out of me. Why can't you figure this out? You have to fly somewhere. Aren't you curious as to where you're going?
Yeah. So then I fly to St. Louis, and then, dude, what's the longest you've had hiccups? I don't know how to get rid of them.
I don't know how you've had them for 3 days. That's crazy.
It's 3 days straight.
Have you tried all the tricks?
I'm not drinking like big jars that say moonshine. I'm not delivering like storks, like people.
Have you tried holding your breath and putting sugar under your tongue?
Have not done that. I tried drinking upside down, and that didn't work. My
mom used to tell me to put sugar under my tongue, but she also made me take PABA pills to block the sun, and now everything's PABA free, so I wouldn't trust that advice. So
the venue, it says the venue, Streets of St. Charles. So that's one place that I'm performing.
Yeah.
And then it says hotel confirmation is in Westport, which is...
That might be the same area, really.
At the old place.
It might.
The hotel is not
who's
close
giving
to the
you
venue.
Oh, they're saying this in the thing.
Yep. But they're saying the hotel is not close to the venue. So that's always nice.
Well, I wonder why they're doing that. Because when I was there was a condo that was that I stayed that was walking distance to the venue.
I don't know, man.
So maybe they're renovating it or something. I don't know. But
probably they're probably doing it to make the comics lifestyles a little bit better. Because that's what people do.
Yeah, they knew you was coming and wanted to just piss you off a little bit.
A little bit more.
I can't wait to find out where you're actually performing and where you're actually staying. That'll be on the next episode, you guys. So stay tuned for that. What else is new? How did you get that? So you've had the hiccups for 3 days?
Yeah, couldn't stop. Literally can't stop. I've hung upside down. I drank water. And then my wife tries to drown me. I've eaten nothing and I've drank nothing all day just to make them go away.
Well, I've really enjoyed. I'm sorry about that. Number one, again, hold your breath, sugar under the tongue. Maybe your wife should scare the crap out of you. That's a good thing.
Right.
That's what my dad used to do. I was just in Austin, Texas. Shout out to everybody who came to see me in Austin, Texas.
How was that?
Vulcan Gas Company Theater, whatever. It was cool. It's right on 6th Street. It's a party town, dude. It's crazy.
Isn't Austin the new mecca of comedy? Did you feel it? Where there were a lot of comics writing new bits, sitting on street corners, working out stuff, saying, hey, can I go over some things?
Everyone who worked at that club was an aspiring comedian.
Nice.
The door guys, everybody. And they were all very nice. I got to say, I'm always hesitant as, a 50-year-old comedian who's done Last Comic Standing and things that some of these old young bucks might think are corny.
Right.
You know what I mean? I always get like my hands. I'm ready to fight when I walk in there.
You start to put up your dukes. Is what people our age.
But
start to do.
They couldn't have been nicer. They were like comedy They called me a legend a couple different times. Like we got
like OG. Like you're like the OG legend.
I'm grandfathered into some aspect somehow. I don't know, but they made me feel that way. I did 2 shows. The first show was pretty full, balcony empty, but everything down here was packed. Second show a little lighter, but. Still. I
never count the balcony. If I'm performing and there's a balcony, to me, it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Like it does.
But I always pretend, even when I go to places and there's not a balcony, I always go balcony. Like I point to them like, what's up, everybody? Yeah. How we doing? And the balcony. And, people start looking up, even when there's not one. And I did it here and there actually was a balcony. And I go, there's nobody up there.
One time I was at the Virginia Beach, I think there's a balcony there and somebody was having sex and the door guy let them finish because he said the guy would be less mad if he let him finish than if he would have broke it up like mid whatever.
Yeah. Well, I kind of agree. Just as a dude, from dude to dude, I'd be like, I'm gonna let you finish, but you need to go ahead and get in them dismount strokes right now. All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Finish strong right now. Don't be prolonging this. All right,
wrap it up. Yeah. Also, some dates randomly in September. I'm back at the Washington see Improv September 11th. And of course, because Jamie Bendel is always there for you anytime you need a random week, September 8th, 9th, and 10th, I will be at the Punchline.
It's almost like someone's got a mute button on you and they're just hitting it randomly as you're talking. Like, oh, see, like a referee whose microphone doesn't work.
Yeah.
Another earth down. Something like that.
Dude. It's just, I'm going through like just a phase of just nothing's going to work properly. Nothing. Yeah. I finally got my computer. I bought a brand new, can't even see it. I got a new monitor. I got stuff. I got this one box that everything plugs in. So it's not, I have it all figured out. And then this thing happens. So.
Hey, let me read some comments from last week. Because last week we teased the audience about your new 9mm looking BB gun. Oh. Do you happen to have it around?
While you're reading it, I can go get it in 3 seconds.
Well, Shane Flint. Okay, I will read you. Go get it, and I'll read some comments. Okay, so here's some comments from last week, everybody. Shane Flint says, again, great guest. Love learning important stuff here. Thank you, Shane. We are educational and informational. Maybe I already read that one. Jason Hartso. He said, dang, I've never been to Disney and doubt I ever will get the chance, but would love to do that. Sounds freaking awesome. It is. I mean, I'm not so much of it's for kids, if I'm being honest, but I'm a kid at heart when it comes to Star Wars. So for me, that's all I cared about. I didn't do the Toy Story stuff. I didn't do anything else. I only did the Star Wars stuff. And that was great because you get to get a drink, walk around with an adult beverage in your hand, and experience it that way. So, but it was hot as hell when I was there, so we tapped out early. Jason Hartso also said, John, my endo mentioned you today and said there's only 2 types of people from Hickory, ones who know who Jon Reep is and those who don't. And she's exactly right. Your endo, he or she. Not sure what an endo is.
An endo, if you're on a BMX bike, is when you put your front tire and then you flip it. Yeah.
It's like end over end. They call it endo for short. You just pop wheelie like in reverse or something.
Yeah.
And Katie Lynn says, you guys look gorgeous. She liked us with the wigs on, apparently. We had wigs. Yeah.
That's the way to go. The older we get, we just kind of just start wearing costumes.
Let's just wig out.
Yeah.
Hey, she also, Lisa Kennedy says that your gun, do you have your gun? She says it's an airsoft gun. Is it an airsoft? Is she right?
It is. It's a BB gun.
Okay.
I can't even clear it to show proper things because it's not a real gun. Normally, I would clear this to show that there's nothing in it, and I would look. That's how it's safety, but it's not a real gun. So it's a BB gun.
But it looks real. Wait a second. Do you still have the hiccups?
Oh my gosh. Maybe.
Shit.
Shit. I just did the worst gun management thing I could have done.
You're like, this is normally what I would do. Clear it out. Gun safety first. Oh, that was good. Did you do any damage?
I can't see it right now, but I heard a ricochet, and maybe I finally got rid of the thing that was running around in my walls. I can't believe I did that. Dude. That's like the most insane, horribly thing.
Dude, I have a whole bit about this. My dad did the same thing, but it was a real gun, and he shot his bed. So you're lucky it was a BB gun, number one, and number two, that no one was standing over.
My wife's right. She's on the other side doing some type of homework or something like that.
Wow.
Woo! Well, right. There we go.
That's good stuff. So wait a second. What kind of gun is it? I know it's a BB gun, but is it a brand? Does it say airsoft? I want to know if this girl's right.
They do make airsofts, but this is just a Glock. Glock makes a Glock 19 BB gun. Okay, so it looks exactly like one. And I have pie tins that look like people on most of the trees. I have small ones. I have big turkey ones. So I do a John Wick thing. I have to run around back, and I got to shoot a bunch of people, and then I do a 50-yard dash to this other thing, reload, run back, and then I do some more. And that's how I have the hiccups.
I love it. Hey, the Alan Jackson, let me know when or if. John, I don't know if I know you know that
I can't believe I showed that. That was the dumbest.
That was great. I'm happy we were recording all of that, and the whole world got to see that. We're going to get to your comments in a minute.
John, my gosh.
So, John, I got another thing that might help get rid of your hiccups.
Okay.
You know, they say when you get scared,
okay,
like if I were to scare you, then your hiccups should go away. Right there, I thought maybe you accidentally shooting your gun would have gotten rid of them.
Yeah, that should have. That was close.
But I'm going to surprise you today. I'm going to ambush you. Maybe this will scare you.
Okay.
I've got 2 guests that are supposed to join us here in a minute. And you know who they are, but I'm not going to tell you who they are until they get on here. Like, I'm not even going to tell the audience. I'm just going to let them pop on, and then I'll introduce them. You'll know who they are, but maybe some of the people won't. I mean, a lot of people will. Some people won't, but no biggie. But
and I would know them because there was an altercation at some point. Is it just old high school friend?
I'm not going to give any hints.
I I'm like an asshole.
It's not going to be it's somebody in the entertainment industry. That's how other people will know them. You know, they're in the same sort of vein as us. And perhaps there's been beef at one point. I don't know.
Oh, beef with me with both of the gentlemen, or
see, Alan, I can't tell if it's our connection or if it's actually John.
It's not. No, it's my connection. It's just me hiccuping.
You sound great now. So
I've been a witch. She's put a curse on me that I'm going to hiccup for the rest of my life.
Our special surprise guests are here. Maybe this will help cure your hiccups. Yeah. Would you like to meet who our special surprise guests are? Now, like I said, I didn't tell you about this because I wanted a natural, real reaction. And because you have hiccups, maybe this will cure your hiccups. So the Alan Jackson, whenever you're ready, just go ahead and I'm not going to introduce them because I want the actual reaction of their faces, of John's face when they pop up here. So the Alan Jackson, whenever you're ready, go ahead and invite into the room our special guests. There's one of them. There's another one.
Holy gosh. It's Dat Fan.
Hello.
How are you guys? How are you, Bobby? How are you, Mike?
Hello, John Heffron.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Did we have a thing?
Yeah.
We had a thing. Hold on. I'm going to record you now. So you don't even know when I'm recording you off air. I've already recorded 20 minutes of your conversation. Listen, that I'm now going to play on air.
Heffron. Nobody secretly recorded you fucking lunatic.
You did. Your fans. Okay, can I tell the story?
Hang on. Real quick, everybody. Let's introduce who they are. We got Robert Kelly down here in the bottom left. Very hilarious, famous comedian. Been in everything that you know and continues to kick ass. Top right, Mike Calta, biggest radio DJ in all of Tampa. And
let's not just pigeonhole it to Tampa, John. Let's just say maybe the southeast.
Southeast, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Southeast. Now continue, please.
But Kelly, he is framed.
Because John Heffron looks like he's been teaching violin in the background. What do you got going on there at a podium and a grandma's chair?
We haven't talked in a long time. I moved to a farm in Michigan.
I know. I was with you for the farm. See how quickly you kicked me aside?
So anyway,
let me tell everybody why I hate John Heffron.
Okay,
why I love Jon Reep.
Okay.
Both the Johns have been longtime guests on my show. And by the way, that's my number one best friend, Bobby Kelly, super famous comedian. We host a podcast called Calta and Kelly, and we tried to merge them both to be on together. Jon Reep and John Heffron have been on my show a dozen times or more over the years. Both good guys. John Heffron and I hit it off because we both had little bit of prepper syndrome, like we were worried about the end of the world, and we started judging our friends by what skills they would bring in the post-apocalyptic world. And we realized Brad Williams
new lockpick set that I just picked up.
John sent me gifts. He sent me a lockpicking set. I have all the stuff you need. And then we've developed like John moved into a different category. He went from comedian who comes on the show to like friend of the show. He locked into a different category. And then he was playing at the Vasani Comedy Theater, which is 3 markets away from where I am. But because my signal boom's so strong, we sell out down there for those people. And they said, would you like that,
Bobby? You're muted, Bobby. We can't hear you. I don't know if it's you or us, but I can't. I know you're trying to say something, but we can't hear you at all, brother.
Yeah.
I'm just now listening.
He's just lit perfectly.
No, he looks great.
I'm not going to get over that.
Like his picture and Mike's picture are 1,000 times different. Like Mike seems like it's way zoomed out.
I don't know why I have that green thing and all that. I don't know what that is. That's technical stuff that I don't know. I'm sorry. I apologize for that.
That's okay.
But I don't know why you can't hear Bobby. Bobby's live in Montreal for the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival, and he was loud and clear prior to this conversation.
Hey, Leon Jackson, can we double check and make sure Bobby is?
I saw Bobby, since we're talking about him, get so mad at Montreal doing a podcast.
Testing 1 2.
There you go.
We got you.
There you go.
Yes, I just want to let you guys know real quick that I will be at Vasani's next week.
Next weekend.
Through Friday, Saturday.
Now, let me ask you a question, Bobby. Since you're there next weekend, are you going to come on my show to promote that?
Max, this is the deal, is that I always fly in a day early to make sure that I'm on your show.
But what if another comedian asked you to go golfing instead? Would you skip my show at the last minute to go golfing with another comedian?
Well, I'm going to be honest. It depends on who if it was Eddie Murphy and there was transvestites.
Understandable.
I would call you and go, look, there's Eddie Murphy, transvestites, there's cake and pizza. But if you don't want me to go to that, Mike, I'll come to your show. I would say it's up to you. If you say come in, I will do it. But if you understand what I want, a little cake and transvestite Eddie Murphy, you'd be like, and I would assume that you'd be like, dude, go do your thing. I get it.
What if it was Pauly Shore and tacos?
I would come into your show 100%.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Yeah, I'm not a fan of tacos.
What if it was John Mendoza and Frisbee golf?
I mean, I'm a fan of Frisbee golf, and John Mendoza seems like a nice guy. That sounds like a fun little hang. So, no, I would come into your show. Yes.
So what if it was a fat old Southern wizard, and no food at all?
Oh, I would it wouldn't be an option. I'd just be like, yeah, I can't.
Southern wizard.
Southern wizard.
Ron White is a Southern wizard.
Yeah, I know. It's just as when you said, I go, yeah, that's what he looks like.
So I have a question for Heffron.
You shall not pass.
I have a question, Heffron.
Yes.
You have a lock pick for the end of the world. At the end of the world, won't the locks just be open anyways?
Well, you know what's funny is all my gun safes has those codes where you go D and you do a little move. I have forgotten all of the codes, so I have to buy those secondary things so I can at least get into it to see what's in it, because it's not your own lock. Yeah. So it's a whole thing. So the story of this is I land, I get picked up. Ron White is going back into comedy, so he's featuring for me the entire week, which was awesome. Anytime you get to walk through somebody else's standing ovation to get to your show, that's awesome too. That's also when you get to make the transition from going, my social distance is I just come on her tits, and then I'm up here. Hey, your mom gave you weird haircuts in the 70s, right? So a little bit of a jump for that. So when I get there, I said, hey, are we driving down to or driving up to see Calta? Then I was told by other people there, we're all playing golf with Ron White, it's a 3-hour drive. We can't make it if we go. And I go, well, I don't play golf. If somebody can get me down there, I will get an Uber or something back up. And then they said, well, the shows are already sold out. You don't have to. And I go, no, I will. Let me call them. And then we'll try to get down there some way. I'll call. And if I can't physically get down there, we'll say I was supposed to. And then I slept in and I'm just dumb because I sleep in and I miss radio events. So then, okay, the guy who works for The Wire, Spanish, right? I get him on the phone and he's over, which was weird to me. He was Eddie Haskelling me like right off the drop, which made me feel a little bit weird.
What do you
right?
mean?
So,
what do you mean? Explain that for us.
He's like,
after the 70s.
oh, hi. Oh, John, sincerely, we just really can't wait to you're back here. The whole staff, you've been really excited. Sincerely, Mr. Heffron, this is, we're so excited that you're going to come back. And I go, dude,
that's Spanish.
I hate to tell you, but I can't make it down there. I'm trying to figure out how to get down there. If I can get an Uber or if the club will pay for it, I'll try to figure it out. Or if you'll let me Zoom, can I Zoom in? Nope, you got to be in studio. And then I go, okay, let me call you back. And then I talk to the owner and I go, listen, you guys are going to go golf, but I would like to do the morning show. And then everyone said, just forget about it. Show's sold out. It's 4-hour drive. We're cool on our end. The very next day, Spanish plays my entire conversation that I had with him off air, not on air. He played it where I thought it was a conversation between me and him. Played it.
Because you're wrong. You're wrong.
Okay.
What happened was Spanish was talking to you on the phone, and it got to the point where you were bailing out. So Joe started videotaping Spanish while he was on the phone with you. Nobody secretly recorded your conversation. That first of all, it would be illegal, and second of all, we wouldn't do that to you. But you can hear you bleeding through on the other end of the phone, but nobody secretly recorded. I'm just letting you know because you weren't there and you only heard pieces of it.
Yeah. I mean, but at no point would I hear, hey, we're recording this for air for us to play.
Well, we were recording Spanish's end of it because he was panicking as you were telling him that you couldn't come on the show. And that's what the video guy wanted.
So then the next day, though, where the thing was, the amount of DMs that I had in my Twitter saying I suck, I would never make it as a comic, I can't even sell tickets in Tampa without you. How dare I? And all that stuff. When I was like,
loyal audience.
You have a very loyal audience. Yeah, also one that producer that records. That's a little bit of a slippery slope going, well, we didn't really record you. There was just a recording machine next to the thing that you were talking out of that we actually started to play. Because I would have been down there and then your fans forever just came to, was just attacking me forever. But listen, I'm not bragging about it.
How do we solve this? These two guys... I mean, John was friend of the show, Bobby. What do we do?
John. Mike is the one thing with Mike Calta, being his number one best friend, Mr. Reep.
And Patreon. Yeah.
I mean, just an amazing, his loyalty. He's been burned so many times over the years by people who are nobody. And then he helped create the thing in that area. And then they beget somebody. And he loves when those people come back no matter what. And then there's the people that like, yeah, I don't need you anymore. Go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? Which I don't think John Heffron at his core is that type of person. Like he led into the story. He had to go on stage following a standing ovation, which as a comedian hurts to think about that. That'd be like Louis opening for me and me going up, hey, how you guys doing? Hey, fuckers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that is a stressful thing. Number two, I know that it's not it's not like
what did he say? I missed it.
Do you know I'm gonna have a 2? I won't have a 2. I get my number 2. I forgot. I'm sorry. My number 2 is gone.
Have a C. Yeah. So that was the whole thing. The fans that were then pissed at me thinking I was doing the dick move when I did everything I could to go. I'll zoom in. I'll call in. We'll do a bit where I slept in. I will literally take an Uber down there, and everybody waved me off and said, "No, you're fine." And then they just played me on air sounding like a pussy. Just the next day, just being being very over accommodating.
You wanted to go golfing with Ron White.
I never went with him. It wasn't
to be on the next fucking redneck comedy tour.
I would have if he would have taken me on a tour. I would have taken that, but I didn't golf. I don't know how to golf.
That was the whole point. You chose Ron White over us, and Ron White's gone. We're still here.
I didn't even see Ron White for golf. Nobody picked me up for golf. Nobody.
I don't know.
He didn't play golf or do the radio station. He still got messed with. Even if it was accidentally, it still happened.
Well, it wasn't accidentally, but it wasn't as bad as John thought it was. So you got no fucking golf with the Southern Wizard, and you got you got everybody mad in Tampa. So what was worth it? And I don't know who I'd rather golf with less, the Southern Wizard or that idiot that runs Vasani Comedy Club. Both would be miserable to spend outside in the hot sun.
I think
Mike, I'm playing Vasani's the 4th.
They're next week.
6th.
I'll be there.
Yeah, so please don't call that guy a bad guy.
That guy.
He's nice guy.
Get the meatballs.
Can I say something real quick, John?
I was hurt from a person with a radio background. That if I had a person or had a friendship with a guest, that I would not pimp them out without them knowing that they're being pimped out to then play that on air. Unless we
violated
really
our friendship. You violated our friendship.
You violated the FCC.
You're lucky. Wizard over us.
Trump was in office, or I would have been talking to people, but they didn't care. They let a lot of things slide.
John, so look, let's just say Mike Calta got hurt, then you got hurt second. Now we got 2 friends that are both hurt. Yeah, I feel like there's a way we can mend this bridge.
I have a suggestion.
Yes.
Would you fight Spanish at our boxing event, the Punch Out?
Oh my gosh, I get beat up.
What? Spanish? First of all, he's the guy you have to be mad at. He's the guy you have to be mad at.
Talk to Reep. I've been going to MRIs because let's just say John's a little shaky. That's all I'm saying.
John Heffron.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Calta. I love you, but Jon Reep said you're hurt, he's hurt, and your thing is that he fights somebody. You're so fucking Italian. It's out of my. It's crazy. Your thing is like, yeah, you fight somebody. I'm gonna watch you fight.
That'll make me feel better.
That'll make me feel good inside. Hey,
my heart is good. I didn't say fight me because I'll kill him. I'm 300 pounds. I'll knock him out. But I should fight the smallest, weakest guy on my show.
I mean, that would be fun to watch. I would watch that.
And and that certainly would win the Tampa audience back over, win or lose. You manned up.
Hey, Bobby, would you get mad if the reverse happened to you? Like, let's say me and John Heffron, for whatever reason, were as successful as Mike Calta over here, and we had a huge show somewhere, and then you were supposed to come on, but you went to play golf with Louis C.K. instead, and then we did the same thing. Would you look at it as like, I'm actually pissed off, or would you look at it like these are just comedians and they're just busting my balls and that's just what we do?
Well, first of all, Jon Reep, I don't like your really brilliant switcherooski you just built.
Well,
you get me first. I don't like it. I don't like your really sound logic that you're using in this conversation. But and Mike knows this, I would never choose fame to my detriment. I've had opportunities I would be much further along. I wouldn't be doing someone else's gala for the 19th time and Just for Laughs. I'd be doing my own gala if I chose the famous person over my friend or loyalty. I would never, ever, I would always 100% choose you. If that's the question, I wouldn't.
Well, I would have said,
I got to go. But the thing that interests me is that I didn't hear the conversation that was recorded, and you said you would take an Uber up there.
No.
Yeah, I believe so. I said I will get there. I'll get a car service. I will do. If he really wants me there in studio, I can find some way to make it work.
Right now, the only way to make it work is the fight Spanish, the punch out. I think this could be good for everybody. We can put it all behind us after this.
I'm
Spanish, we'll all be happy.
I'm like 53 getting tested for MS.
Dude, my question was, would Bobby be mad if they recorded your phone call and played it? Would that make you mad?
I'm sorry,
John.
That's
busting balls.
John, I'm sorry. I thought you didn't catch the fact that I didn't answer your question. I apologize for that. I thought apparently you're not as redneck as I thought you are.
No, I'm hanging on every word Bobby says.
I would be. Look, if they recorded my conversation without me knowing, I would be a little taken back by that. But because it's my friend Mike Calta, and I know his fans, and I know where his heart is. You understand?
And also, if John Heffron would have been like, "Hey, by the way, Spanish, I can't make it. I have AIDS, but don't tell anybody." I wouldn't have played that on the air. We just played a little bit of background noise to hear.
We did text though. We did text shortly after because I know because you guys just re-aired it as like a best of. Because every time you guys do, my my DMs blow up about how I can't even sell tickets in Ybor anymore. That I'm sucked. Which, by the way, I will be at Side Splitters in December, Tampa.
Good luck going on the AM sports station while you're here.
Oh, Jesus.
That was my favorite thing that at whoever did afternoons where Mike was. He goes, "Hey, you should have this guest on, John Heffron. He's coming on." And then the afternoon drive guy, probably like a wacky name like Turbo or something, Mojo or something. He goes, "If I have to Google him, I'm not having him on." So that's.
Yeah.
That's
damn you,
but
Turbo.
Bobby, you are lit perfect in that spot. Yeah. And last time I saw you in Montreal, you almost killed a woman. We were doing a podcast. You got me to spend $700 on a podcasting thing that I used once.
Zoom H6.
And a Zoom. And this girl was talking and she got up to walk away, and it was a really funny conversation. And she unplugged everything. And I was so uncomfortable. It was like, it reminded me of when my parents fought, where I just didn't know what to do. I remember that.
Well,
remember that? Like that.
I'll tell you what it was. It was me, you, I think Dom Herrera and Judy Gold. And I'm doing my podcast, which at the time, to be able to, no one knew what a Zoom was. Nobody knew that you could do a podcast in the middle of a fucking restaurant at 10 a.m. in the morning. This girl was a comedian, not with the festival, just a hanger-oner, right? Who thought her good looks could get her somewhere. I don't like that shit. I don't, because you're sexy. It's like, beat it. I got a wife. Her dreams are dead. Her elbows are flabby. I'm not into you. You know what I mean? I like one tit bigger than the other. Back off, right?
Right.
So she decided she wanted to be on the show, and I was like, no. She lied down and just sat there on the couch because, it's an open space, so I couldn't tell her to fucking beat it. Yeah. And then she got up intentionally and walked through the cord that was plugging everything in. And
she did that slow
fucking podcast.
Yeah, she did that slow walk. Just that real song.
I saw her do it, and then she went
on to be Whitney Cummings.
Whose gala are you doing, Bobby?
Russell Peters.
Oh,
that wouldn't be. Who's the worst one you ever had? Whose gala was the worst? Mine was Jim Belushi. Mine was Jim Belushi.
Jim Belushi.
Yeah. He tried to throw me off stage.
He tried to what?
I had, back when you had those digital cameras or those.
Did you ask me what my worst was so you could tell yours?
No,
I'm sorry. You go ahead.
Welcome to the Heffron Reep show.
I asked for a picture. I'm
literally Reep. I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm like thinking, and while I'm thinking, his mind was this, and he just went into the story. Go ahead.
That's my role on this show. Is that.
Have I brought up my children's
Set him
book I
up.
wrote yet? Yeah.
He's
But
got a
anyway,
book.
so I asked if I could take a picture, and then Harlan Williams grabs it and does a selfie, and then Jim Belushi looked at me and said, "I told you we're not taking a fucking picture." And then he came at me. Very large fella. He's a big dude.
He's a big dude, but fuck him. Did you hit him with something?
No.
So, Bobby, what was yours, please?
Mine was the first one I did, and they were like, "You have to be clean. You have to be clean." And I just did the nasty show for 2 weeks. And I'm panicking, and then I'm doing the rehearsal, the practice set, and Kevin Hart goes on before me, and he's like, "Fuck this," and my baby shit, and then I shit, and I smell the shit, and I fuck it, and motherfucker. And I'm like, I looked at the lady, I go, "He's swearing. He's on the same gala." She goes, "Yeah, but he's cute when he does it." So I was so nervous. My agent goes, "You should wear a suit. You should look good." So I went, took all my money, and had a custom suit built in the mall here. Okay.
Oh my God.
I had to have a Rush thing on it, so I paid $800 more.
What year was this?
This had to be 8, 9, 10, somewhere in there.
Yeah. Okay.
So the Kevin Hart wasn't Kevin Hart yet.
Right. Yeah.
And so I put the suit on. I go out and Kevin Hart goes before me and just murders with fucking shit and my baby shit and I shit and shit my baby's face and motherfucker. I go out. I had to cut everything out of my act swears. I have this one bit where I start yelling and I walk away and I walk down this hallway, supposedly, right?
Yeah.
And I'm bombing so bad. I do the bit and I start walking. There's no laughs. There's supposed to be laughs. There's no laughs.
Yeah.
I have to walk back to the front of the stage in silence. It's so
That's
bad.
the worst. Oh shit. Yeah.
I come off. People don't want to look at me in the eye.
Yeah.
I wound up going out the back, and my agent was like, "Hey man, you look good. You look good."
Where'd you get that suit?
But yeah, worst experience I've ever had. I don't even know who the host was. That's how bad it was.
Mine was the second one was the Muppet Show. So they had the year that they had the real Muppet Show you're on stage with. So they tell you, okay, Kermit's going to sing a song. He sings whatever the Kermit song is. 5,000 people are crying because it's such an emotional thing. They go, the wall's going to go up. Once Kermit's done, it's going to introduce you. This wall's going to go up, and then you walk out. And you know what those from wherever you were walking on those curtains, that walk to that mic is a long ass walk. It's not like a funny bone where you're just jumping on stage and it's there. So the wall is not moving. So I'm just sitting there. Guy's got his hand on my back. I'm like, let me just walk around it. I'll just walk around and then I'll walk. He's like, you stay right there. You stay. Clapter is now done. Nobody's applauding anymore. Now it's just silence. Hear somebody cough every once in a while. Then you hear the door move a little, and then the door goes up as slow as it possibly can, gets to the top. Then the guy pushes me, and you hear my dress shoes walking on the wood floor. You hear my dress shoes going clunk, 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 clunk. Oh. And then I get to the mic and I go, seriously, you couldn't have just re-applauding? You just saw that I had to do that walk like that, and I just ate it. It's horrible.
Oh,
yeah. So,
Mike Calta, what was your worst gala?
I've had a good run of luck ever since I met Ron years ago. Ron White, we golfed together. And ever since then, things have been great.
Dude, me and Calta, to this day, I say we had one of the greatest. He might not think so. Maybe his producer has it secretly recorded because I don't have a copy of it. However, we one of the best radio hours I've ever had in my entire life doing radio. Brad Williams was on the show, and we somehow we came up with a movie that it was a buddy cop movie. And how we got Brad in the scenarios is we delivered chocolates and a teddy bear. and that's how he made it through security. And Brad was always in the teddy bear outfit.
Yeah.
John, when I was just in Tampa on his show, when I flew in a day before the gig just to do it.
But we talked about it.
We talked about this actual story.
Yes.
So in a weird way, you were on the show again.
It was a 3-hour conversation, and we kept just adding to it. And at one point, I look over, I'm like, I don't think he's even played a commercial in 3 hours. We've literally we have Brad. We're coming up who the bad, Brad's got to fight the white polar bear. It's just like albino Russian midget guy. We had it like
it was one of the funniest natural unveiling hours of radio we've ever done. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I was disappointed that you were coming on the show and that you didn't come and that Ron White was somehow involved. But I was not mad, nor did I want to not be friends with you anymore. It's better to shit on you for an hour and then a couple of days after that. This way, the next time is 100 times better when you do come on the show. And plus, I was a little bit annoyed, and I have a hard time hiding my feelings. So that's just how I went down. But I don't have any bad feelings. I think you're a funny guy. I think you're a great guest on the show. And you're one of those guys, the same thing with Reep, where you go, all right, these guys have been on the show a bunch of times. Is this one going to be funny? And every time you guys come on, it always ends up being great. So I'm looking forward to you coming back here. I was happy to be able to come on the show today and shit on you for a little while. And
I wish I could have been there, but there are powers of bees that were, saying, well, getting you down there might be difficult.
It is a pain in the ass. It's a 2-hour drive. When they call me up and they say, hey, we got this comedian, want to bring him in? I'm like, that guy's not going to sit in the car door in traffic for 2 hours. No. And they go, oh, no, he will. Or they fly him into Tampa and put him here the night before. So, listen, I get it 100%. And I think I'm cool. I hope you're cool. And I hope you are coming to town soon so we can have you fight Spanish in the snow. So we can make up.
I'm gonna come in early just to drop those Apple what are those tracer things just in random shit Spanish owns, just like in his backpack in his car and all this stuff. And I'm just gonna. Robert, how is your lighting so good before you let me go? You have like this. Are you in front of like a?
I learned about video, lighting, lens, and then gear. Okay, just know those 3 things.
It's all about the lighting.
It's lighting, lens, and then gear.
So tell me about the lens you have right now. What are you using?
The skin of a 60s supermodel.
It's fucking beautiful, man.
No, you are.
He's gorgeous.
I'm 51.
Look at his face.
I have the skin of a Filipino grandmother. I am fucking. It's mind-boggling. I don't know.
So what camera are you using?
It's a GH5. GH5. I got a pancake lens. Not a pancake lens. What is it? A 1.4. It's like a pancake lens, so it bokehs.
You bought me the same camera, and for some reason, I'm half the man I used to be.
Yeah, I don't know
because he doesn't hook it up right. He has his fucking Gunga Dins hook it up, and they're drunk by 10:05. Okay, and he doesn't let me do it. Every time I go there, he's like, "No, I'm going to have Spanish and Pop do it." Pop has a camera from the 50s that they did porn on.
In Spanish, he's over there. He's got a recording. He's just eavesdropping on the couple next to him,
Spanish
recording whatever they're talking
audio
about.
Recording. Yeah. He's fucking great on audio.
So GH5. I bought some pancakes.
Excuse me. While you nerds are talking about cameras, I have to bail.
Okay. He has a very important dinner, I think. So
I do, and I'm excited. Like I have a date. I'm going to dinner with Tom Brady. And I feel like I have a date with a hot chick. So I appreciate you all, and thank you for having me on. And Bobby, of course, and John. I look forward to seeing both the Johns next time you guys are in town.
I'll be in Naples pretty soon. I'm gonna fly in 2 days just in case they cancel my flight.
Be careful. I heard the guy who used to be the Hey There Vern is going to be playing mini golf. Maybe.
Hey, listen, I gotta go too. I gotta get ready for my show.
Jim Varney. Thank you, Bobby Kelly.
Nice to see you, Bobby. But you didn't tell me the mic though. One more thing, just tell me your mic.
Bye.
And then Jon Reep. I'm so glad we finally met, dude.
Yeah,
I would like to come back on. If you guys have people on, I'll come back on.
Hell to the yes, Bobby. I've always loved you, man. Admired you from afar. So thanks for doing this.
So what did you just take out of your pocket right there? What type of mic was that? He won't give me any.
This microphone. I'm going to show you right now.
Yeah.
Ready? This microphone system is a travel microphone. They're wireless labs. Okay. They all go into this. This charges it. You can hook a regular lav mic up to it or just use this. Just clip it onto your shirt like this. And that's what I'm using. That's why I sound good. It's hooked right up to you can hook it up to your computer or phone or camera.
The name of that is?
It's a DJI. DJI wireless mics. It's $350. It's the best microphone travel system you'll ever have.
I just got this as a BB gun for my birthday.
That's not a microphone.
All right. I hope you guys are doing this miles apart from each other, so you'll be safe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Before you came on, he accidentally shot that thing in his house.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, listen, guys.
All right, guys. Take care. Have fun in Montreal. Tell nobody I said hello because I don't care. All right.
Take care. Bye, buddy.
All right, John, I think we mended fences here or unburnt bridges. I'm happy to hear that it left on a good note. And,
I think so.
And in a weird way, because I heard your version.
Part of me, if I was a little bit younger, and give me something to train for,
yeah,
I just get hurt at 52, dude.
How old is Spanish though?
He's like 20 something.
Oh, that's the thing. He's got youth on his side, and he's small, but he's probably fast, and he would probably work real hard and train and all that crap. You know, you'd have to get in shape. It'd be a pain in the ass. Either way you look at it.
I think, but that was a true story. And what I'm not allowed to say because I'm such a good friend is, okay, let me just say this. I might not have been the one who didn't want to drive down there. Let's say somebody of extreme importance said we don't have to. The shows are sold out, and who gets to blame? See, I take that to the grave with me.
Yeah.
See, it wasn't all me.
You're loyal to the industry as well as friendships because you need to go back to Vasani. Robert Kelly's going to Vasani. You want to throw them under the bridge. So, yeah, I hear you. This was fantastic. I think this might be one of the best shows we've ever done. I feel good about this.
Hiccups went away.
That's how. Oh, see, I told you. If I shocked you. Now, are you mad at me for ambushing you like this or surprising?
No, I would love ambushing like that. Probably the only time I would get mad is if it was like an X, like an XX.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's where you get in trouble. But
I figured if that was the case, you would accidentally your connection would go bad, and you would just.
I would be like yeah. We should do more stuff like that, dude. Brand new books, I think, going up tonight. So get this, please. I figured out a whole business plan since I don't have stuff on Amazon or no, I don't have albums. I got to figure out. I got to sell like 100, like 1 million of those. And Jon Reep, go to thebestkidsbook.com. Will take you right to Amazon. People are loving the book. People are legit, and I'm enjoyed doing it with my wife. It's fun to do. I think I can do one a month, and who knows?
Yeah. Thebestkidsbook.com. And what else you got there, John?
I got these you sent me right there.
The C Amigos Cruise. That's right.
Right
me
here.
And John Heffron.
I wasn't, when you first told me about this, I was like, it's like 20 years from now, I'll go. And I can commit and then somehow bail.
I know.
But the more I'm thinking about this,
John,
the more I'm excited.
The easiest.
I've had COVID I didn't have COVID, but we went to Florida and I've been sick. I've been sick for 3 weeks easy, nonstop coughing. Just we've both been super, super sick. So you got to figure within a year, we're going to get all the things you're going to get. We might even have monkeypox by then.
Oh, yeah, totally.
You know what I mean? You try to just get monkeypox, and then you put that on there, that mug, and then that way people can find out about my cutting boards and stuff. But I'm excited about this. And I bet you this roster will grow.
Yes.
I have a feeling that the more people we talk to, we can get the more people on this and just turn it into something crazy fun.
Well, that alone, I mean, we might be getting Willie Nelson's granddaughter, Raylan Nelson.
Okay.
So there's a chance. And if we do that, we might even be getting a sponsor that can give us some cash to help pay for some of these cabins. And perhaps we'll even give a cabin away. We'll have a contest or something. What do you think of that, John?
I think we can do it. We have a year. We can figure it out, but we can come up.
The hiccup is hot. Okay. All right, John. Well, thank you so much. Go to heffronandreep.com for all your John Heffron and Jon Reep needs. Our tour dates are there. Patreon page is there.
I didn't ask you this. Would you ever get Botox? Let's talk about that the next week.
Teaser. Little teaser for next week. Will I ever get Botox?
I don't think you need it. Your face with your beard and stuff, you really can't tell.
Robert Kelly, though.
The lighting on that guy, his framing, looks like we're about to see like a documentary. He knew exactly where to put his face.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
I'm not a homosexual guy at all, but his face, so close up and so lit perfect, it looked like it needed to be kissed. Like it looked like
and he's just walking around the bar that's just right there. They're probably all at the, everyone's doing each other's podcast. And then are you a little jealous you're not in Montreal right now?
I'm always a little jealous when I'm not invited to the big fun events. But honestly, the last time I went, all I did was my thing and go back to the room. I didn't mingle.
Yeah.
I'm done with that part of it, dude. I'm done with that.
We're at the age, there's nobody's looking for us. You know what I mean? We got to make our own thing.
Yeah, we're just like, here's one guy that you'll probably know from that other thing because the other guy didn't show up.
Yeah. All right. St. Louis, somewhere.
That's right.
We'll talk.
Come to Hickory Saturday, John Heffron, if you can.
Go
you're going to be in
Cannonball Run.
Yeah, we're doing Cannonball Run. We're going to make fun of Cannonball Run. We're going to watch it on the big screen outdoors here at the Hum. I'm going to have the microphone and the remote control. There's going to be craft beer. There's going to be barbecue, and we're going to give prizes away. It's going to be fun. So,
and next week, I want you to tell me how to win one of those campers you had with that sun drop.
Oh, okay.
I saw that video. I want to see.
That's a fun little camper.
If I can write in. All right.
Will do. All right. Well, for John Heffron, I'm Jon Reep. This is Heffron and Reep. Take us out, Rick Sanford III.
You've been listening to the smooth sounds of Heffron and Reep. The show is over, but come back next week, same Reep time, same Heffron channel, for more comedy conversations, music, A's Church, and the life and times of the quarantine comedian. Always expect the unexpected, and who knows where the conversations will go. And as always, remember to rate, review, subscribe, and share. Peace.
Since you love the Heffron and Reep show, please go to iTunes and let them know.